This warm-up tutorial. So today I'm going to take you through a warm-up that follows the principles of R.A.M.P, okay, which means R for raise, raising the heart rate, stimulating the blood flow to the working muscles, okay. A is for activate the muscles that are going to work during dancing. M is for mobility, and also in that section you will have your dynamic and active stretch. And P is performance, where you start to add in some dance moves that you will be doing during your performance. Okay, so we're going to get started. We're going to take about 2 minutes of R, which is raising that heart rate. So we're going to take 4 moves for 30 seconds. So first move is a little skip. Now you can do any move, but sometimes it really helps to have a clear pattern to follow. Okay, so we're going to skip for 30 seconds. Now just use your arms like you have an imaginary skipping rope. You're on the balls of your feet and your knees and ankles are soft. Breathe in through your nose and out through your nose or mouth. Okay? So you're about halfway there. So judge it for yourself. You don't want to be out of breath. You don't want to feel tired. You're just awakening everything up, getting that brain fired on, getting the core fired on. So you have 10 more seconds. Then we're going to switch moves. Yeah, that's it. Stay with it. 3, 2. Now, this is a little dynamic and quad release as well. Okay, so heel butt kicks, I call it. Butt, 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 butt. Now, Irish dancers are not used to using the arms, so we keep the arms nice and simple and just push down. Push, push. And really just the arms just generally adds to the raising of the heart rate. That's it. Good, stay with it. 4, 3, that's it, come on. So, you want them to be fairly mid to low impact because the muscles are not warm yet, so they're not resilient. Good, and now we take spotted dogs. So you can hear, I'm breathing a little heavier already. Okay, lift up through the chest. Core is activated. Knees and ankles are soft. And what you're doing now, you're opening up the little alveoli of your heart and lungs. So you'll be ready to do a good first round. 3, 2, 1. We'll take a little knee lift because that's warming up your hip as well. Nice strong arms. Pull. Yep. And the arm movement will activate your core as well as that knee lift. Activating psoas, hip flexors. 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you hear? So I'm just a little puffy, okay? And that's what you want. Okay, next is A for activate. So we're going to activate those muscles that will be working during your dance. So basically the whole lower body. Core will be activated as stabilizers. So we're going to take a sumo squat as far as you can without letting the knees roll in, shoulders back and down, back up. We're going to do 5, 1, all the way back up. Now at the top, I want you to draw the glutes under, like a little butt lift. 2, good. 3, 4, 5, and rest. Really 6, isn't it? Okay, lunge. We'll take a lunge to a knee lift. So you're going to lunge, add that stability challenge so that you warm up all of your stabilizers. Okay, that's it. We'll do a few more. Up, right down, up, 1 more, rest. Good job, change leg. Okay, so normally opposite arm coming forward will help with that balance. Good. 3, you try to get that to hold. 4, try to get that to hold. 5, good job. Okay, lower leg, calf raise. Again, up and down. So you don't want to lift up to point girls particularly, just a demi point. Try to articulate the feet, stimulate the calf muscles. And of course the core is firing on how we need it in Irish dancing. So we don't use our core as a prime mover, we use it as stabilizers. So we'll be doing that already. 3, and 2, and 1, and release. Now, we're just going to add a little soft jump and just activate just a little bit, rebound. That's it. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay? So, now we have M for mobility. So mobility, we talk about joints. So we're going to mobilize that hip joint up and round. Yeah? So you can see that I really use the full movement there. I'm not doing this, okay? I'm making it big. Up and around, okay? Try to take it almost behind you. Again, you can have a little couple of steps in between, like this. Good, come on, follow me. We'll do a couple more. That's it. And once you have it, you can turn my dulcet sounds down and just do it on your own. And then once you know it, you can just work it into your own music. Yes? Pull the knee up. And good. Now a lot of people will ask you to go to the mat and do some things. That's the difference with me actually having taught an Irish dancing class. I know that kids don't really like to do it in the warm-up. Okay, the floor is really cold, particularly in Britain and Ireland. Okay, and sometimes a little dusty and dirty. So for me, I always found that my dancers liked doing it standing up. They were more likely to do it. So we're balancing out the ideal with the practical. Also as well, if there's any teachers watching, teenagers can be a bit self-conscious. So lying on the floor, people standing over them, not really that comfortable for them. Okay, we'll do one more. And release. Now I'm going to do a little mobility for the back. So it's just a catch, stretch, and flat back. Okay? So your spine does not act as a mover here, but it does stabilize a lot. So there will be a lot of work through there. We'll do one more. Good. All the way up and back. Now we'll take a little leg swing. Okay? So the knee is bent and you're just swinging it. Now, if you don't have good balance, you can hold on to a wall and just hold one arm and just swing the other leg. And release. Good. Now there's no magic number, okay? But roughly about 5, 6 of each movement should be enough. Yeah, again, it's the practical versus the ideal. So as dancing teachers, we don't always have too much time to mess about and paying halls. But you have to see this as not messing about. You see this as super, super important. Okay, if there's any teachers watching. Okay, so maybe a little bit of that time management of the class will help as well. Okay, point, flex. Okay, that's it. Now again, my balance is quite good, so I don't need to hold on to the wall. If you do, just hold on. Okay, that's a couple of circles, or more than a couple, 5 or 6. 3, 2, 1. And again, I see people saying, dancers, get your bands and all this during warm-up. That's impractical. The likelihood of dancers doing all that is not very likely, I don't think, okay? So if you give them something that is practical, that they can follow without too much hassle, they're more likely to do it, okay? 3, 2, and 1. Excellent job. Give her a little shake. Okay, so that's, we have our mobility. Okay, now we're going to go into a little bit of a dynamic stretch. Okay, now this one I love because it also activates glutes and hamstrings as you go down and up. I'm going to flex the foot, sweep it down, back up. Okay, you're getting a nice little stretch in the gastrocnemius in your calf muscle, and back up, other side. Good, and it's warming up your back. Okay, so you're going down and up, warming up your core. If you don't use your core, you're going to fall. Okay, so stabilize it. Well, that's exactly how we need it to warm up for Irish dancing. I'll do one more. And release. Good. Now we take a little soft kick and back, back. So one kick, two walk backs on the same leg that you kicked with, right, left, and then you go left, right. Now keep it low, okay, like so, not too high. And then once you feel a little warmer, take it up. But be careful, particularly if you've been doing full dances the night before, you generally need to warm up a bit more. Everything's so contracted and a little bit easier, okay? And release. Now this one I love for the hip because it's done standing, and I got it from hurdlers actually. 1, 2, 3, and back down. Normally we do hip release on the floor, but again, going to the floor can be really freezing at this time of year. It's up, 1, 2, 3, back up, yes, 1,